Hello, good morning and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Laos. More specifically, I'm in the party town and adventure capital of Laos called Vang Vieng. It lies about halfway up Route 13 between Vientiane and Luang Prabang, and it was actually founded back in the 14th century as a staging post between those two towns. And as I said, you can do quite a lot here adventure-wise. You can take a boat along the river. I've just been filming some people in boats coming down here. Plus there's lots of caves here. I've just been in one, which I'll just show you after I've done this intro. And as well as caves, you can do trekking, you can do rock climbing, you can do swimming in some of the beautiful blue lagoons, which I'm going to take a look at. I'm also going to take a look at some more caves, show you a bit around the town as well. There's a couple of sites there to see, and basically it's a place to chill out, have some food, have some drink, and you know, before you continue either going further north up to Luang Prabang or doing what I'm doing, which is going further south to Vientiane. Anyway, before we kick off, I'll tell you a little bit about the history of the town and then I'll start showing you the sights. The town lies on the Namsong River, about 130 kilometres north of the capital Vientiane, and was first settled in the mid-14th century as a staging post between the capital and Luang Prabang. Originally named Mouang Song after the body of deceased King Phra of Nam was seen floating down the river, the town was renamed Vang Vieng during the French colonial rule in the 1890s. Significant expansion of the town and its infrastructure occurred during the Vietnam War, when the US constructed an Air Force base and airstrip here called Lima Site 6, which is still visible today right in the middle of town. With the construction of the new Vientiane to Bottom railway line and station a few kilometres outside of town, getting here and onward to places in the north of the country, such as Luang Prabang and beyond, is a lot easier and quicker than when I was last here in 2008. Believe me when I say that the road from the north is dire and you don't really want to be anywhere near it. Right then, let's go and start exploring what there is to see here, starting off with a cave. So just to the south of town is a cave called Tham Chang, which in Thai at least means elephant cave. I guess it's the same here. And you cross over the river that runs through town on this rather rickety looking wooden bridge. There used to be a proper bridge here, maybe a metal bridge, and it was called the Orange Bridge because it was orange. And I think I came here back in 2008, I'm not too sure, but it was obviously still up when I was last here, but since then it's come down, I think due to flooding, so they built this this other bridge so you can still access the cave. And this is part of the old Orange Bridge that's still here. You can see it's a rather mangled up piece of metalwork now. I've got some I just saw these moving, these are huge grubs. So we're just about to climb all these steps up here. A lot of them, all the way up there, up to the entrance. Okay, so we've reached the entrance to the cave now, It's quite a high climb all the way up here. Bit out of breath. There's a good view. So as you walk through the part of the cave, you actually come outside and there's a little viewing pavilion here to get you a good view of the river and a couple of bridges that cross over it. The one in the far distance is, I believe, the only vehicle bridge in town to get to the other caves and blue lagoons on the other side of the river. And then that's the main part of town. So here, where these other steps go into another cave, we've got a couple of Buddha statues. So right in the middle of town we've got this temple. This is Wat Kang, and it's said to date back to about 1938. And it's quite a large, very rustic looking. Could do with a bit of a clean and repair here and there. But it's pretty much the main temple in town. Okay, so running right through the middle of town is this open area, very dusty as you can see. But this area used to be an airstrip called Lima Site 06. And I'll tell you a bit about the history because it dates back to the Americans when they were here during the Vietnam War. And they used to fly troops and other dignitaries here on an airline called Air America, which has got some history. I'll tell you a bit about the history of that airline and the operations here. This airstrip was used by the CIA's covert airline known as Air America back in the Vietnam War between 1955 and 1974. By 1970, the airline had 24 twin-engine transporters, as well as Boeing 727 and 747 jets, along with 24 short takeoff and landing aircraft and 30 helicopters, all operating in Laos. In both Laos and Thailand, where the rest of Air America operations took place, there were a total of more than 300 pilots, co-pilots, and air freight specialists. Controversies surrounded the operations of Air America, with rumours of employees profiting from drug smuggling carried out for then Hmong leader Vang Vieng, as depicted in the movie Air America. Civilians, diplomats, spies, refugees, commandos, sabotage teams, doctors, war casualties, drug enforcement officers, and even VIPs such as President Richard Nixon were all passengers of Air America. So I've come a few kilometres north of town, and you have to cross over this blue bridge to get to another cave on the other side called Angel Cave. And this part of the river people do the tubing on. I'll see if I can film some people coming down. This bridge is bouncing up and down a bit. It's not me after last night's festivities. But here you can do kayaking as well, and there's a zip line. This bridge is crazy, it's just moving around like anything. Yeah, I'm sure this is safe. Oh my god. And then there's people doing zip wire in here. There's a little one there. You can see the young girl on it. And then there's a big one that's... people are coming down. I don't really want to stay on this bridge too much, it's ridiculous. So it looks like the zip line goes from A to B to C to D to E. There's many stations along the way where they unhook you and then send you down another zip line. So it's not purely A to B. Yeah, so it looks like the zip line official start there and finish. And then it goes 89 metres to that station. There's a selfie point. And then 198 metres, 69 metres. And you have to do a little walk, and that's where the Angel Cave is. So the zip line goes behind the Angel Cave. Keeps going basically. All the way around. Okay, so we just entered via our ticket, and then we climb up some steps like we did before. I don't think there's as many as the other cave we've just been in, up to Angel Cave. Right, so there's literally only a few steps, and then this is the cave entrance. And this cave's all lit up in different colours. This is beautiful, this is really, really nice. Got this amazing Lost World sort of outdoor section here with vegetation growing and ferns, and then you can hear people on the zip line coming across. I think we go back into the cave now. Whee. Okay, so we've just come about 7 kilometres, I think, west of town to the first of a few blue lagoons. And I think there's a cave here. They're all numbered. This is Blue Lagoon number 1. So this is the entrance gate here, and it's 20,000 to get in, and it's free parking. Parking's just along there. There's a whole load of stalls as well. So let's see what it's like. So here we are. This is Blue Lagoon number 1. And you can obviously take a dip. It's obviously very popular. Just sit out all day and chill out, have a dip. And you can see big fish in here. So right next door to the Blue Lagoon number 1, we have this cave. And it's saying so it's 120 metres to the cave. As you can see, it's quite a steep climb up, and it's very big sort of stones that you have to navigate. Yeah, this is a tough climb. I'd really only recommend this if you're half decently fit, which of course I'm not, but I'm okay. It's just very steep in places, and obviously you're just walking on rocks that have been worn down and carved into steps. So we made it to the top. That last bit was like rock climbing, instead of just climbing up steps. And then this is the entrance. And you have to climb down a little bit. Okay, so this is the inside of the cave. It's a huge cavern. And that lady's just gone behind a shrine. But it's really, really cavernous in here because it's a cave. But it's very difficult to get a sense of scale in here, but it's very, very big. Okay, so we've just arrived at Blue Lagoon number 2. It's got this huge Ministry of Information and Culture and Tourism's award sign here. Best Practice Awards it's won it for, so let's see if that's the case, shall we? Looks a lot quieter than where we've just come from, so that's a big plus point. Sunbather's paradise here. All these people sunbathing. Well, this lagoon is just beautiful. The way it's laid out, and these pools and seating and shady trees. It's so much quieter as well. It's a lot peaceful. Rather strangely, there's not one single person in any of these pools. There was at the number 1 Blue Lagoon. It's a bit strange. But look at the scenery around here. I mean, it's just epic. All this karst limestone scenery. It's beautiful. All the way up there. So this is Blue Lagoon number 3. And it's more of a regular shaped, almost like a very big swimming pool with a big proper zip line here, unlike the one at Blue Lagoon number 2. And it's all in the shade really, because you've got these huge cliffs towering right above you here. I mean, look at that. I think this one must be very popular with Koreans, because this sign's all in Korean. So here they've also got a viewpoint and a high cave. Let's go to high cave and viewpoint for sightseeing of this area. And it's about 100 meters, it's saying, along this path. I've done enough climbing today in that first cave, so oh, I think it's up this way actually. Yeah, you want to go up there? All the way up there? Be my guest. And there's another cave here, Poukham, which is 120 meters, it's saying. And from this Blue Lagoon you've got epic views like this. Absolutely stunning scenery around Vang Vieng. And that's where I'm going to leave off this video for now. If you like it, then give me a big thumbs up, and why not subscribe to my channel down below. Until the next video, see you later.